Hello,
Welcome,
Mr. Bear.
everyone, to Open Minds Open Mic. Tonight we have a special delight for you. We are featuring Thomas Open Minds himself. So we're going to start out with round one. But before we do that, I would like to share with you all a poem that I wrote recently. It is a Cyclops poem, which I kind of sort of invented, so I figured I should probably write one. So here we go. Welcome, everyone, to the summer solstice Thomas's birthday party slash feature night. This one's called I Decide. I decide if I will die. I reclaim this mind, a line. Kindly I rewind time while I find resistance in blindly signed lines. Spines wind with intertwine while wind whips wild arteries in confinement. Being alive is high investment. Spotting incarcerated memories, I spit inward, incept everything. Instantly, I'm throwing things, bounding, catching reality pings. Little things whisper. Their point is intense creation, creating catalytic conversations, baking anomalies into cinnamon rings while nodding string theories. Kindness combined with quiet patience brings minutes in sublime mirrors. Mind wandering, solving queried guise, I notice I manifest knitted fabric lined thighs. I'm evening planning, passion think. Mr. Kisses warming lips, I indulge solid lines. Kitten gratitude flying high into kingly vibes. Kinky voices sing, sinking canine bites, I'm buzzing. Fulfilling corruption sips symbolized wine while earning fines. Spanking causes spills, owing gifts still. Fingers linger, leaving steaming lines. I'm impressed, readily undressing. Circles dancing nicely, wise entity entering, intersect energies, unfolding ancient genius. I'm loving this. In simply 5 minutes, marriage becoming delicate alignment circumstance. Arching, climbing, history maximum. Imagine humanity's unity holding formation. Rhythmic sensation, fire-lit passion burning. Bucking hips well gripped tightly, gritted cavity moaning slightly. Sweating, pulling hair, tickle slightly until climax, eruption. Collapsing galaxies subside into solitary soldiers laying sideways. Slimed genitals proving satiated satisfy. Slice time like silver rings. Things belonging like this I sing. Longing, lively, spring motion activate. Behind blinds hide fantasies indeed. Delicately wrapping, conductive wrapping, behind rapid blinks. I intensely think, resulting in kismet happenings. Sometimes internet conceptions intersect connection, collecting fried lines like mice chewing, spewing spicy fried lies. Still, spiraling lives entirely shine, bring energies highest. Ascension goalie deking, dealing plastic logic creatively while earning wings, debating gravity, encompassing reality until I decide if I will die.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys understand what a Cyclops poem is, but it's something that
Wow,
Kato's
that was
created
freaking awesome. My
where every
gosh.
word has one eye and one eye only in it. Every single word. One eye only. And she crushed that one. Like so many words, so many unique words. Like it's such a fun writing exercise. If y'all haven't done a Cyclops poem before, challenge yourself. It's so much fun. Everybody, give it up for my
Beautiful.
lovely wife, Kato.
Let's
Yes,
go.
that was so
Yeah.
Yeah,
good.
mama.
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
Thanks, everyone. I really appreciate it. I'd like to make a comprehensive list of Cyclops words so that, it's a little more Oh, easier to build it and more fun. Some puzzle pieces for it. So,
Guys,
but
that's good
yeah,
job.
thanks, Mr. Bear. So our first open micer is none other than Thomas's nephew, who says he doesn't have a poem, but he still has some things to say. So, Zans, if you could open your mic and bless us with some words, we would appreciate it.
Hey y'all, my name is Zach. I go by Zans on a lot of stuff, and I'm at a crucial time in my life. I realized where, I just graduated high school, moving on to bigger stuff. I got married to love of my life. We moved in to a place together, and now I have kids.
What? Oh my
These
goodness.
little kittens have been the best part of my life
No.
for the better part of 2 weeks now.
Just don't collect so many. We got six somehow. I started with one and now we got six.
Oh,
And
that's precious. Oh
they're
my
really
God.
they're really stinky right now because Michelle's
Oh
been
my
litter box
God.
training them. But I
Oh,
have
cute.
two kittens.
Oh, are they both boy,
Yep,
girl? What?
yep. They're both girls. This
Oh,
one who's blowing your ear off here with meows is Bunny,
Bunny.
and this one, the black one, you can barely see because she blends into my hoodie. This is
Oh,
Bean.
Are they siblings?
Yes, yes. So there is two stray cats in our neighborhood, and she don't want to let go of me. There are two stray cats in our neighborhood, and these stray cats have been having litters over and over again. This is the third litter they've had, and um, so one day we were leaving to go to a park nearby, and our neighbor to the right of us was like, "Hey, come here, come here, come here, come here," and and she we head over to her house, and she's got four of these kittens. She goes, I know you guys wanted to get cats eventually, and here's some kittens. Um, Basically, what had happened was the parents of these kittens had tried to keep them safe by putting them in the engine of a car. So not a very safe place to keep the cats, but
I guess you
um,
saved their lives then.
yeah, it was our neighbor, but still, I mean, they would have died anyways if we didn't take them in. So now they're living a very comfortable life. They have claimed all of downstairs. There's a whole area. We decided to get the loudest and the quietest one. So Bunny was the loudest one in the litter, and Bean was the one who was the quietest. And she just sat there and watched everything as it happened. And I always wanted a cat like that. Like the cat that sits on top of the cat tree and just watches its domain. So I thought it'd be cute to have that cat. So now I do.
That's so awesome.
We
That
just took
was a
him. We took him to the vet, I think, 2 days ago, and
And
she
they're
said
healthy?
that yeah, they're healthy. She said that almost every single stray cat has worms, so it's not a big
Yeah,
deal that
that's
they do.
normal. That's
Um,
normal, yeah. But you can get rid of them. Ah, what are we seeing?
she's kind of like, hold on, can you turn on the light, baby?
I have that keyboard.
I know it lights up. I saw that before. That's awesome.
Trying to get it like angled perfectly. There you go.
Oh,
Oh, too cute.
so precious. Well,
But they
congratulations.
just went bathroom, so they're definitely not going to go on your desk
Oh, great.
for sure.
So does that mean I'm a great grandma?
Yeah, I think you're a great grandma now, Nana, because your grandson has kids now.
Okay. Well, you better
Oh,
take
She
you've
care
always
loves
of
been
it
a
in
her.
great
here.
grandmother.
Yeah,
Now
'cause it's
you're a
super warm.
great grandma.
Great grandma.
I was in the middle
Man.
Of training them.
yeah. So
You can
right,
take
right.
them back if you want.
Yeah. I mean, no, it's okay. Right before you took them, I was freaking out because they just learned to use a litter box, and it's their first day on it.
We had to do some show and tell. We had to see them. That was so
But they
precious.
just learned, and the cutest thing when Bunny went, Bean saw and learned from Bunny, so she hopped into the litter box and copied her. It was the cutest thing. Like
I love how you can't see Bean on the mouse pad because it's black.
It just blends right
It
in.
looks like I'm petting the thin air.
Welcome to Black Cat life. Now you gotta make sure if you leave anything black out, they will sit on it. And I think that there's some sort of achievement that they get when they're completely invisible.
Oh, when you hold it up to the camera, it's the other way. Oh, how funny.
Look at that,
That's
Thomas's
all. That's
mom,
all.
and
I just wanted to show and tell. These little guys have been taking over my life.
that was
Yeah, and I'm still
wonderful.
expecting a poem from you later on, so try to find that.
I'll
I
find it.
love you,
Maybe.
nephew.
It's in a notebook somewhere that's like I don't know where that notebook is,
What are you
but
talking about?
So, Thomas's mom, would you
Yeah.
like, hi, sorry, Debbie, would you like to show the cake that you've got there? We'll
Oh,
take a
yeah.
moment to see that. Oh, look at that.
And of course, we'll eat it for him. But
Of
we're going
course.
to, Dad and I
No,
want
I'm gonna
to
start walking now. I'll be there in a few months
Well, I think we'll do
for my next birthday.
a couple performers, and then just before his
Okay.
feature, we'll get to singing.
Oh, that's perfect. Thank you.
Perfect. Awesome. All right. Thank you so much, Zach, for that share. That was amazing kitten awesomeness. Congratulations and welcome to the world of being a cat parent. It's beautiful and amazing. You're going to have hair everywhere. Coming up next on the mic, we have Alex Fong. Alex and Mr. Bear, if you could unmute and bless us with some words, I would really appreciate it. Alex, my dear, are you there? We are calling you.
Mr. Bear?
Oh, you're
Alex?
right. It might be Mr. Bear is taking over. He might have stepped away for a moment, so we're going to put Lantern on next if you're ready, Lantern. I know you've never performed before, so if you're nervous, I understand.
Alex is the one to perform.
He is just not quite there right now, so he must have stepped away. So we'll put him on the next performer until
Okay.
he gets here. So if you could bless us with some words, we would really appreciate it.
Thank you. Happy Souls Day, Thomas. If you can hear me. And this poem is for Thomas for his 40th birthday. Your smile dances, the sweet rays of your lusted cheeks glistening beneath a demure persona, one that speaks of a perennial beauty within and without, 1,000 times more precious than moons and stars. Your long black hair and goatee stands out amidst a background of meandering crags, rivers, and a vista of verdant green trees and foliage, a richness of breathtaking surroundings, transferring beauty to my soul. I see you, a quintessence of love's finest flowers, of brighter tomorrows, emanating aromas like jasmines and lavenders. Your life a soulful, self-giving sacrifice, like your affectionate mums, like roses, hyacinths, and magnolias, and the most exquisite woman who shares tu casa, wakes you into each light of another illustrious dawn. Sunrise blends with your daybreaks as the epitome of your charisma whispers soft melodies to the awakened songbirds. A visual and graphic artist par excellence, your work enthralls me like Mozart as they sing an aria of silent harmonies, filling the mind and core with the delight of an ecstatic sweetness. I see you, cascading fragrance to kindred spirits, transferring a sacred intimacy of white and red lilies from your heart and soul, whispering that there are no strangers here, that everyone is special and needed for the sacred creative cause. Your words, like a good delicacy, are tender, soft, wafted with the breath of eloquence and so satisfying to the soul. Your genteel character conveys words of holiness, counseling, the spirit of benevolence and generosity, those inner fire and seeds of love, which so augments the mellifluous gleam of your facial sparkle. Your encouragement is more than enough to inspire Da Vinci's brush and brilliance to paint a calligraphy of strokes into a paragon of your artistry, your YouTube symphonies, and the relentlessness of your creativity and supernal excellence. The cute rays of Andromeda glimmer, and iridescence of nebulae and twinkling stars unfurl, kissing the genius of blessings given to you from heaven, covering your spirit with shimmering lights. The indigo rays cup their beams, paying homage to your long-standing service, your plethora of ideals, your amazing artist, and your fulfilling promises to love. Sure, you have been no stranger to trials, having at times, like Maya Angelou, walked into labyrinths and the valley of unknown territories. Yet sweet Shyama wept in your shadows, inspiring an unmasking of intricate webs, thus allowing you to ascend on the wings of her luster to a greater light. Now you grow in love, transforming your trials through adversity and glow like sunrise on a most splendid summer's day. My brother, you illumine me with your golden rays of integrity, transforming the soul of mine away from remorse and into a molasses of healing. In this vast arena of endless challenges, you ride on an ocean's crest of turbulent waves, taking your artist audience through the cloudy intellect of doubts, paving the way to immense pillars of the heart's faith, so necessary to the serenity of peaceful warriors. You like a lute, soft to touch, sensual in your charm and redolence, unfurling with brilliance, weaving your talent and magic into a uniqueness all your own, but still ably assisted by loved ones and allies who wish to see you do well and excel in love's glories. You remain serene, dreaming with the devoted wife of sparrows and butterflies, all that reflect the wings of freedom in this continuum of life's trials, adding the wine of beauty, gentleness, soulfulness, and gratitude in a way that serves us well, we wayfarers on this challenging journey. Let us continue our walk on this sojourn where both light and darkness intertwine, and the universe dances its rhythms, leaving the echoes of doubt and loneliness behind as we unfurl like lotuses to the supernal light of paradise. Happy birthday, my loving friend, my brother. Happy blessings to all your loved ones, including Mom Deborah and your devoted wife, Catalyst. Thank you. That's enough so far.
Wow, that was gorgeous.
Thank you, Lantern. Mr. Burr says thank you too. Good job.
Lantern.
That is my favorite poem.
That was brilliant, Lantern. Beautiful.
Thank
Nice.
you.
Oh, I love that.
Beautiful Lantern Carrier.
Thank you.
You surely do see me. That was amazing. Thank you so much for that. That was such a blessing. Like that's my favorite poem in the world now.
Hey, Zach. So thank you so much, Lantern. That was amazing. My face hurts from smiling so much. That was gorgeous. Oh, absolutely beautiful. So
Thank you.
it looks like Alex has returned.
Yes,
He's
I'm
folded
back.
some laundry. So Alex, it's your turn if you could bless us with some words. We would appreciate.
Okay, so let me explain. One poem is about birth because it's like it's kind of like a poem for Thomas because I write about birth sometimes. And then the second one is an LGBT pride poem because I know some people in my life are LGBT, but not mentioning specific names. Okay. So this birthday poem, this is called The Birth of Worth, and it's also very philosophical and pretty. Here we go. Life begun upon the only earth, understanding living for all its worth. The miracle of birth, the power of forgiving, knowing how to improve reality and proper behavior that is socially acceptable while learning about the purely fundamental parts of being in the real world, while acknowledging the whole new world that will inevitably change over time, while also marveling at the sublime facets of humanity and in seeing what one could do to make life itself worth living and being a human being. So that's number one. Second one is called Rainbow Splash because I just got the idea about water and LGBTQ rainbows, and then I just put the two together. A celebration of humanity, acknowledging individuality, the gift of identity, a sense of formality, acceptance of reality, understanding how the power of now can go beyond an everlasting vow, and ensure that time is definitely well spent through the demonstration of love and respect, and know that there is never a need to lament for the ones who truly care, and then do more than one would ever dare to experience the enjoyment of being alive as well as thrive, to understand the value of not abandoning personal values, to remain as loyal and as true as the calming ocean blue. That's gorgeous. Thank you.
Beautiful, Alex. Thank you so much, everyone. Give it up for Alex
Yeah,
and Mr.
Alex.
Bear.
We love you, Mr. Bear.
I got my bear.
Thank you.
Here's
Great
my
read,
bear.
Alex. Great read.
Yay, you got a bear too. Yay. Bear in the house tonight. Yay. We got lots of bears in the house. Yay.
Bears in the house. Bears in the house.
Woo.
Thank you so much, Alex. That was beautiful. Okay, so coming up next on the list, we have Astro. Astro, are you ready to share something with us?
Well, I guess I can be.
Yay!
I want to say happy birthday, Thomas. You are so awesome, and I love you so much. You're like amazing human being. You mean so much to so much people. You mean so much to so many people. You're great. Okay, and then I have one poem. It was that I wrote on my birthday. So 17 or 6,205 day by day. But damn, I've been doing this human thing for like 6,207 days with a possible chance of 20,000 more. How could one not be scared of possibilities? So many days to try to separate, make each day count, but I think that I have a few days to waste away. Try to forget all those days to come. They're coming, but day by day, right? Okay, that's all.
Oh, that was
It was
dope. I
so
love that. Thank
awesome.
you for that.
I'm excited for
Great read,
everyone's
Oh
Esther.
yeah,
birthdays.
that's my best friend.
So many.
I love you, dog.
Also love you too. Thanks.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Astro. That was awesome. Yeah.
Always thank you.
I hope we get to spend some of those days together soon. Miss you guys.
Please, yes. I hope.
So next we have Boo. Boo, would you like to open up your mic? Share some words.
Hello. Okay. Can everyone hear me?
We can hear you loud and clear.
Yes, and
Okay.
Mr. Bear can hear too. Yes.
Okay, so last time I did some poems, I think I did them too early for them to be recorded, so I'm gonna do a couple redos, like 2 or 3, but I think I have like a new one. So the first one is called A Painting. A splash of gray and white, slow strokes of the paintbrush are needed. No time to be rushed. Hush and paint. I dip my brush into clear water and stare as the color swishes to gray. A dab of beautifully violet-colored paint is added to the canvas. The only time I can relax, feeling the energy flow through my brush, I switch to green. A few small leaves here and there, maybe even a small hair. Hours of concentration go by as I now realize the time. I clean up my spilled paints and brushes and call it a day. Another unfinished painting wastes away. That was number one. This is number two. I don't have a name for this one, so. Stars bright in the sky, I gaze into the night with a longing delight. Looking for constellations and signs weaving in between each other, I see me. Along the dewy grass, the smells bring me back to my past, and I collapse. Laying in the dirt, I'm stuck twirling, love struck. This boy has got me in loops, almost like a noose. He's stolen my heart in the best way I could possibly imagine. Love so deep you can only scratch it. The times we spend together, if I could only have him. He's mine now, no choice in the matter. Two souls doing a dance with the clatter of bones and teeth. I like to nibble your arms. The feeling of flesh between my teeth is hypnotic, making rooms until the afternoon with you. I wouldn't do with anybody else. I love you.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
That line was amazing. Two souls doing a dance with a clatter of teeth. Wow.
Thank you. Okay, I got one more. I did this one for Tom and a couple other people, but Catalyst wasn't there, so I'm gonna say it again because she needs to hear it. Yeah, maybe in a month you'll be free, he said in his sleep while I stared at him. I comprehended the unconscious words he said to me, taking it not so lightly. Where am I gonna go? How am I gonna live? This world has thrown a lot at me, but this time it hurts. My mother doesn't want me. I don't know where my father is, but I have two amazing parents that aren't them. My real mom and dad. I cherish them with every fiber of my being, and they guide me when I'm lost, lift me up when I'm down. They take my pain away, and when I close my eyes, I feel like I belong. With my family out there in the mountains, eating random shrubs and walking with a beautifully chewed through staff from the beetles who live in the woods. That's
You're gonna make me
everything.
cry. That was so
I
beautiful.
told you
I
get
love
with
you
that one.
guys.
I love you too.
That
We
was
love you so
awesome.
much. That was awesome. I had something I was gonna say about your first one, but I can't remember anymore because that was just so beautiful. Oh, it'll come to me. I'll hear it again and I'll tell you.
Okay,
Everyone, could
that
you
was
open up your
everything.
mics and share some
Fantastic
love?
read. Fantastic read.
Woohoo!
Yes,
Yeah.
I love those. I'm
Yes,
so
So
glad we got the
good.
support of
Oh,
listeners.
yeah. Awesome.
Thank you very much. Love you guys.
We love you too. Thank you. And so next on the mic, we are going to have Miss Sophia. Sophia, could you bless us with some words?
Thanks for squeezing me in. I had some hand surgery last Friday, so it's kind of acting up. So I appreciate you moving me up today and accommodating. Normally, I wouldn't ask for that, but I want to be here for Thomas's birthday. Is it okay if I cover a song? Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay, let's do that. Let's do the Foo Fighters. All right. We're going to rock and roll this, okay? And I feel like the lyrics to this song are meaningful. It's titled Walk, from their album Wasting Light, which is a phenomenal album. So let me just pull up the background sound. I think I have it all figured out. I'm not a singer. Let's just get that out of the way. But I get into it. So, and I just want to say to Thomas that I really respect you as a human being, and sending love your way. So, and happy birthday. So, okay. So let's see if I can get a little background music. Do you hear it? And can you hear me?
We can hear both.
Both? Okay, are we ready to rock and roll? A million miles away. Your signal in the distance, to whom it may concern. I think I've lost my way. Getting good at starting over every time that I return. I'm learning to walk again. I believe I've waited long enough. Where do I begin? I'm learning to talk again. Can't you see I've waited long enough? Where do I begin? Da, na, 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 na. Da, 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 da. Do you remember the days we built these paper mountains, then sat and watched them burn? I think I found my place. Can't you feel it growing stronger, little conquerors? I'm learning to walk again. I believe I've waited long enough. Where do I begin? I'm learning to talk again. I believe I've waited long enough. Where do I begin? Now. For the very first time. Don't you pay no mind. Set me free again. To keep alive a moment at a time, but still inside a whisper to a riot, to sacrifice, but no one to survive. The first to climb another state of mind. I'm on my knees, I'm praying for a sign. Forever, whenever, I never wanna die. I never wanna die. I never wanna die. I'm on my knees, I never wanna die. I'm dancing on my grave. I'm running through the fire. Forever, whenever, I never wanna die. I never wanna leave. I never say goodbye. Forever, whenever, forever, whenever. Learning to walk again. I believe I've waited long enough. Where do I begin? I'm learning to talk again. Can't you see I've waited long enough? Where do I begin? I'm learning to walk again. I believe I've waited long enough. Da, 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 da. I'm learning to talk again. Can't you see I've waited long enough? Thank you, everybody.
Yeah.
Happy
That was
birthday.
awesome.
So
So like jacked up now.
That was one of
Really?
a one of a kind. That's good. Love.
It's totally awesome, man. Just like pumped right up now. Thank you. Sophia, you're awesome. Everyone, open up your mics and give some love to Sophia.
Yeah, Sophia.
Sophia, we love you.
Such a blessing.
Love you. Thank you.
Awesome job, Sylvia.
Yes. All right. So I think that is where we pause round one and we give the mic over to Mr. Open Minds himself. Are you back there? You ready? Oh, right. I got to do a whole bunch of other stuff. Sorry, I'm not used to hosting. Okay. So everyone, Thomas, are you there? Yeah, you're there. All right. So if we could all unmute and get us a nice little going, and we'll do a little birthday singing.
Oh, should I light
Thomas's
the candle
mom. Yes,
now?
we want. There you
Randy,
go.
come here. We're gonna light the candle. All right.
Oh, hell yeah. Light that son
Oh,
of a
I've
bitch.
never blown out candles from across the continent. This is gonna be fun.
Yeah, you can do it.
I'm gonna have to blow
We
them
believe
really,
in
really
you.
hard.
We will help you. We will be the
Yeah, there you
We'll all
go.
just
Yeah, we're
force
all
and
gonna
energy.
blow.
Are we gonna
together.
sing? We
Oh,
gotta
yeah.
Yeah.
Happy
birthday
Day to
you.
you.
Cha cha cha.
Happy
Happy
birthday
To
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 cha
you.
cha cha.
Happy
birthday,
birthday, dear
Birthday,
dear
Thomas.
Thomas.
Cha cha cha.
Happy
Happy
birthday
birthday.
to
Cha
It's
you.
cha
the
cha.
happy
You ready,
Brr.
everybody? Let's blow. Let's blow.
And many more.
Wow, that's cool.
It worked!
Fuck
Hell
yeah.
yeah. Look at
Thank you
us.
all. Thank you
Look
all.
at you.
Yay!
Fuck yeah.
I'm gonna
Happy
tell you
birthday,
guys my wish
dude.
because then it would have come
How
true.
many blunts can you
I love
smoke?
you.
How many blunts can you smoke?
I'll be 1 second. I gotta go give him a hug. Because I have that power, so. Oh, look at that. Happy birthday from everyone.
Yeah, give him one for Mama.
Okay. So now I'm going to do his intro. That was the part I wasn't supposed to read out loud. Okay, let's go. Thomas Open Minds seems to find some sublime rhymes to align in this space-time. A newcomer in the poetry scene, he has caused a ripple throughout the community with his live Friday night Zoom show, Open Minds Open Mic. The Open Minds family has grown over the last year and is now hosting multiple shows, including Chaos Magic, The Heart of the Artist, and the Slam Jam. That's a lot. A lover of words, music, and personal expression, Thomas has focused his life on cultivating and creating a safe place for like-minded souls to share their love of art with each other. With his wife Catalyst, along with many others by his side, they have set out on a mission to better the world one person at a time. And I am so grateful to be in your life, Thomas. You are my partner, my favorite soul. And now I'm the only one of us that's in their 30s. I gotta catch up. Oh, I love you, buddy. So without any further ado, I bring to you Thomas Open Minds.
Let's go, Thomas. Let's go.
Take my hat off. I can put the headphones on, I guess. There you go. Get the hat it up. We got hat here.
Got her.
All right. Okay, so most of y'all have heard a lot of my poetry. So I'm gonna read a couple poems tonight, but then I'm gonna share with you some of my other talents and stuff. But let's start off with this first poem here. I like just was tweaking it like 10 minutes ago, so bear with me. But it's called 4D. I was born 40 years ago on this day. Hold up. It's been 40 days since I've been sober. Oh, that ding, it messed me up. Hold on, I'm gonna start real quick. I was born 40 years ago on this day. Hold up. It's been 40 days since I got sober. Living in an extra dimension, I'm a 4D soldier. Welcome to the circus. It's been a minute since I told you. Be strong, keep your eyes on the goal. We're all one family deep inside, so let's grow. Please help more than just the lives that you know. When we build together, we all have more to show. I see the weather getting bad, yeah, it's getting cold. Believe me when I say it that it's warmer to have a hand to hold. We seem to be, finally, reading the same page. It doesn't matter where you're from, it doesn't matter what's your age. All that matters is we raise our voice together on the stage. Call that masters of our destiny, we got so much to say. It's time for some chemistry, so let's combine our brains. This rhyme is for my family, sick of all the things that are wrong with this world, so we're here to make a change. Wait, we're all just making change. While the 1% are hoarding all the wealth, it's insane. There is nothing in society that has ever fixed itself. With my wife by my side, we're here to enlist some help. Something needs to give cause this crooked system failed. Trust and love manifest a better existence. I insist it's real. If we unite as one, there's so much we can accomplish. If we lift everyone at once, there is nothing that can stop us. These are just some thoughts that I need to get off my conscience. God bless. Today I turned 40 years old. Still standing here trying to behold a new way to keep faith, set aside my fears, and make the world a better place. Cheers.
yeah, I was so excited for that. I'm sorry. Yeah. Woohoo.
Yeah. Get
I
it.
kind of butchered it.
Beautiful,
Nah,
Thomas.
that was
Yeah,
beautiful. What are you talking about?
so excited.
Yo, that was legit. Happy
Thanks,
birthday.
thanks, man. Thanks, appreciate it. All right, so I'm gonna share a screen now. I'm gonna share about 2 years ago. I made a song for CP Maze's feature. My wife was just like, make a song. I never made a song before, so I downloaded BandLab or something like that, I think it's called. And I made a song, I made a little music video, and yeah, produced the beat, recorded it all in like 2 hours. And I was like, boom, a song, here you go. So I'm gonna share that with y'all, and then I'm gonna share some dances, and then I got a freestyle poem that I know a lot of y'all haven't heard, so I want to play that for y'all too, and then maybe I'll drop a couple more poems live. But yeah, this is let me get the share screen going. Share sound. All right. Let me know if y'all can hear that.
Whenever I'm pissed off and start fighting, my arms inspire lightning to strike and withdraw. I split jaws like an atom being ripped up, explode like them big bombs, collapse your ass like them big stars going supernova. Blast a hole through space-time like some sort of intergalactic soldier. Laser blasting, hashtag blaze the captain. Fictional, mystical beast mode. Flexibility of my keystrokes ain't weak, though I see bone just to see him leak from every beta piece of the ozone. Bleach the beaches of your home planet. Damn it, I landed in a new dimension. The tension never higher like some sort of atomic pliers. Release it with the dope-ass pile driver. I'm liver than the rest. Wires from my chest control my every breath, leaving nothing left. Digest the best. Rhymes must be blessed. You think you wanna test a marijuana infused alien to bruise, tearing through anything he can chew like lemon cakes. I'm too baked, a snake wrapped around what's happening now. This freestyle I wrote down, ignite some pronouns, eat the last found in your hometown. Might as well go for broke now. I just choked on the last sound. It's a sci-fi shadow boxing. No need for locks when we token something potent, leaving your windows broken. you might see me.
All right, so all I gotta read just said that it was crazy. Everyone was tripping out in the chat, and I couldn't pull it up without blocking the view. So I'm glad y'all like that. I didn't know how y'all would like me dancing, and so I'm glad it went over well.
Awesome, Thomas. I loved it. It was fantastic. Awesome. You're creative.
Amazing piece of performance art, man. That was fucking sick. Killed it.
That shit blows my mind every time.
Yeah, for real. I love your little finger dances. They're so great. And the song was dope too, by the way.
Yeah, I love that song.
Yo, what platform did you use to record it? Like, to like put it all together with the edits.
Yeah, so I just recorded it on my phone, and then I just used the free open source video editing software. It's called OpenShot. It's free and it's open source. And then I just layered. What I did was I did one video during the day without the gloves on to the same song, and then I waited for it to get a little bit darker and put the gloves on, and then I waited for it to get pitch black and had the gloves on. And then so I was layering in like the pitch black with the gloves, like kind of daylight with the gloves, and then pure daylight with no gloves on. And then I had the 3 tracks and kind of faded them in and out, different opacities and stuff. But yeah, so
Open
thanks
shot,
for the
huh?
feedback. Yeah, open shot is called. Yeah. Thanks for the
Thank
feedback on
you.
that, y'all. So
Hell yeah.
this next piece that I'm gonna share with y'all is a freestyle poem. I was just kind of freestyling a poem, and I was gonna cut it down, but it ended up being 8 minutes, and I like it. I know a lot of y'all haven't heard it. I think I only played it like one time, like in after hours, and there's a few people, so I just kind of threw some pictures up there just so y'all got something to look at as you listen, and I hope you enjoy it. It's called Pieces, and it's a freestyle poetry piece.
And think that I'm pieced together half decent, but I'm slowly finding out these pieces are broken. I've been gluing them back in place in a way that would make people think that I'm normal or half decent. Recently been piecing these pieces back together. The weather though rolls in so strong it washes away all of the flesh from my bones, and these pieces just float away. So I've been reaching, trying to snatch them up and put them back in place so y'all can see my face and think that I'm a human, normal, like you. But like you, I'm different. People might see me and think that he's half decent while I'm piecing together these broken pieces. These pieces keep seeming to leave shards in my fingertips as I try to push them back where they belong. And this society thinks that I'm wrong because I can't look like them. Not on the outside, the inside, my mind is fragmented, shattered into pieces that I try to piece together so you think that I'm half decent, but recently I've been realizing these pieces are broken, these shattered forms of my thoughts come unspoken. So I hold them in, I shake around the jar, I pull out one shard at a time, try to piece together my mind. I do the best I can. I watch TV to see how people react when people say certain things that they say and when they said it, and see how their head moved and their body language and emotions. But recently I've been piecing these pieces back together and the shards just keep sticking through my fingers. There's blood everywhere shedding out. I am shouting loud trying to figure out how these pieces fit together so I look decent for you. But recently these shards are leaving more and more blood, so much that all I see is bits of me dripping all over the scene, melting slowly away because these pieces that I've been seemingly seamed together and gluing and fixing and ripping and shattering and breaking apart and shaking and reassembling as reassemble and as resemble something that you can think is decent, but these pieces, I tell you, my friends, are just shards of glass that are leaving blood in my hand, dripping down with tears, looking up at the world full of fears. I have at least 3 panic attacks before I roll out of bed, just trying to find these pieces and piece them back together in my head. But recently I'm realizing that these pieces might not be meant for this world. So I made peace with it. I'm making peace with the pieces, the shards that are bleeding out my fingers. I'm trying to make peace with it so you can look at my face and say, hey, look, there's a decent man. But if you look a little deeper, you can see that my hands are filled with shards from pieces of people who I try to piece back together peacefully with love from my heart. My heart is strong. It's made out of iron, titanium mixed with steel. It's a star. It's a blazing black hole that's consuming every love from every bit of soul that I ever seen. My mind, that's a different thing. These pieces of glass, pieces of past, pieces of trauma are slowly being pieced back together so I can look decent. But recently, I've been putting these pieces back different because that's the only way they fit in. See, because I might not be like you or them or us or me even, because these pieces, they are unique, they're uneven, they're shattered, they're jagged, they're broken in so many different ways that go unspoken. This mind, this fucking mind of mine, doesn't even make sense to me. So when you're sensing that I'm screaming for help, I'm not crying wolf. I'm just telling you that the pieces that I've recently been putting back together in my head don't fit right in my skull, seems to form, so I need some help. I am ringing the alarm so long that my arm gets tired and the blood from the shards drip into my mouth and I can hardly speak because I'm drowning in my own pain. My heart, though, oh, it's much, much stronger than my brain. My heart beats strong, loud. My heart turns whole streets and crowds into one loving person, one loving soul that consoles itself by holding hands, and no shards presses into the other person because we have our own shards shattered and mixed in. These pieces we place back into each other's minds might fit and might be the right place for them, but we didn't know it at the time. My mind is just pieces and shards of your mind and who you think you are and who you expect me to be. But like I said recently, the frequency of jagged shards trying to fit into straight lines and boxes and cubes and squares and check this and sign here, and your mind's unclear. Should we spell it out for you more simply, plainly? Or would you prefer this to go insanely off the hinges, off the rails? These nails that I've nailed the pieces back together with are rusted and falling apart and weathered. But I keep putting these shards back together. Because when I finally put this puzzle together, we will all be together.
That was intense, man.
Wow.
You got me crying, bro. I can't even.
I love you, Tama.
Yeah, love you, Thomas.
Absolutely funny. Like, wow, man. Your flow is just unreal. I can't believe you did that whole thing freestyle. It's crazy, man. Awesome.
That was really cool. Really cool, Tommy. You said it all. I mean, you said it from your heart. That's the heart I know. You tell.
So much vulnerability there. You know, so much of how that poem came off was your tone of voice. You read it with such pathos, and it was just consistent from beginning to end. I just wanted to make the observation, you know, you could employ a different tone of voice and it would be a very different poem.
Thank you for that, man. Happy birthday.
Thank you. Yeah, that's what I like about freestyling too, because like, you know, I couldn't have written that. And if I did, I couldn't perform it that way. Like it had to come from that raw just part, you know, just had to let it flow out, just freestyle there. And I was like gonna try to cut it and take bits from it, and I was like, no, like this, I can't take pieces from pieces. Like it was such an evolution, and like just like I don't know, I think it was pretty cool, man, for freestyle.
Paul, you got me thinking though. Now I want to print out a transcript and read it like real happy and just see what that sounds like. Just like go totally different on it and be like, just like a goofy little cartoon character reading it. We'll see.
Yeah, or read it very forcefully,
Yeah.
sort of I don't know what the word would be, but with a kind of, you know, muscular voice, and then you would be sort of declaiming these things in a
Yeah.
way, in a different way.
That's a good idea.
But it's, you know, Thomas, you know, it's just the pure magic of the moment of creation that makes that poem just amazing. You said, you know, you identified, you know, don't second guess your own feelings like that, you know.
Yeah, definitely think so. So I guess I'll read a couple other pieces. I wanna read this piece. I have a few dedicated to my wife. This one I wrote for her birthday last month, and it's called Jessica, You Amazing Soul. I often find myself getting lost in your eyes, high and kind. You're melting frost in my mind, tossing aside any doubt I've ever held on to. Lost in my pride, I shout, I'll forever belong to you. Watching you move is like a movie to me. You truly are the grooviest being I've ever seen. My queen of green, and all things cat related. A concentrated ball of cute molecules you glued. My eyeballs to you. I'm lost without who? Catalyst. Dreaming of your soul since I was nil years old. Breathing in your essence relentlessly, secretly. I stopped to think, what led you to me? Where was I resting before I met thee? When was I blessed to be with you? Why does every day feel like a dream? It's true. I can't figure out how. I was so lucky to meet you. Wishing I could treat you to all the glorious things you seek to do. Side by side, we're always meant to be. Let's ride this ride and see where it brings the two of us. Our love will ring throughout destiny, a view of trust. Everything we knew to be true of lust and love. I'll always put you above my own soul. 'cause you are my home. I got no other place to go. So thank you for being there and showing me that you care.
I do. I really do care.
Oh, wow, Thomas, that was precious. Oh my gosh. Very good.
Thomas, incredible. Wow.
Thanks, man. Thanks. Yeah, I love my wife, man. She inspires me so much.
Love you too,
Yeah,
buddy.
that was so cute. I love how much you love her.
It's adorable. I love it. I love their love. I love their love so much.
It was awesome, man.
That's good mom and dad love for real.
Yeah. All right, so trying to think of what else to read. You guys have like, oh yeah, I memorized that one. So the first poem I ever wrote, I was 12 years old. I think I wrote like 3 or 4 poems from like 12 to 13, and then I stopped writing, and then wrote a poem in my 30s, like early 30s, I think like 31, only one poem, and then didn't start writing poetry again until we started Open Minds 2 years ago. So yeah, so this is the first poem I ever wrote, and the backstory behind it was I'm 12 years old. I'm watching a documentary about this poor African gentleman was um arrested, profiled, arrested, and charged with murder. He ended up spending, I think, around like it was like 45 years in prison, proclaiming his innocence the entire time. And it wasn't until DNA evidence, now with the future, so many cases, thank God, are being cleared up and all these innocent people let go. But 45 years for something you didn't do, man, like that's a whole lifetime that he'll never get back. And being in a prison surrounded by murderers and rapes, like it's just horrible. So like it moved me to like write something about it because I was like I can't just sit there and know this and I was young and impressionable, and I was like I don't like this. And so I wrote this piece. I'm pretty sure I have it committed to memory. It's been a while since I've cited it. It was my first one, but it's called Officer Please. Excuse me, officer, please. Can you lift me from my knees? Take the cold steel shackles off my hands. I'm a human too. Stop feeding me these commands. Now try, really fucking try to look me in my eyes. Can you not see the pain I hide? The innocence leaking from my pores? Or are you blinded by the corruption and brutality that has owned many lives before? So I'll ask again, please. Cease to question my resistance. Give me a chance to speak and prove my innocence. Or are your superior ears too good to hear my cries? Or maybe it's just me, muzzled by stereotypes and lies based or stereotypes and corrupted lives based on people who live life like mine. So I'll ask you, officer, just one more time. Please delete my guilty image from your mind. And so it's kind of sad that I wrote that when I was 12. I'm 40 now, and it still rings true to this day. Like I was really hoping that by now we would have changed some, and it is getting a little bit better, but not enough, man. So yeah, we're all one family.
That's
That
some
was amazing
intense shit
that
for
you wrote
12
that
years old,
once.
man.
12.
Oh, yeah. That's intelligent as mine, 12
I
years old.
remember that poem, Tommy. I remember that poem. I remember you long time ago. I remember it. You said it. It's sad. It doesn't change.
That's so cool. I
And
love that
and
you said that.
Mama
You know,
Thomas,
remembering
what
it.
have you done? Like, dude, you're looking amazing. Did you go have some amazing sex or something? Like, wow.
No, I went on vacation to this resort and had a blast. I went down a slide for the first time in my life. You know, with those in the big slides, I went down it. I was so exhilarated. Never have done it. I'm 71 years old. Never went down a slide. Went down. Even Dad went down too. He went down. We all both went down. We had so much fun. So I'm rested. I'm relaxed. I'm happy. You know, I mean, my
You
goodness.
look great.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah, mama. Looking good.
I love you, Tama.
I love you too.
I would not believe you have a 40-year-old son.
So I'm trying to think of what else to read here. Like, everybody's heard all my poetry. Untitled Mind.
But we love it.
Okay. Let's see. God, I haven't read this one in a while. This one's called Untitled Mind. Grasping for the molecules my brain needs. This thing feeds on LSD and DMT. Psilocybin tends to breed a bit of sweet relief. THC, been a main staple I've burned so many leaf. The booze always seemed to ooze from every pore. I never shut the door. Usually end up on the fucking floor, head sore from the dosage I injected of less respected drugs. Sometimes I wonder in my mind if I just needed better hugs, more love shown to me at a younger age. Running to my grave, I look back at the trail of breadcrumbs, but they never stayed. Honestly enlightened though, turn off the lights and let me glow. Consciousness forever grown. I lack the melatonin to go into a deep sleep, lacking serotonin and red meat. My speech tends to overlap my thoughts due to ADHD. Never been the one to pass up a good time, open mind, just trying to skid by with the mental issues I imbibe. Or is it in bed? Words in my head seem to twist and turn. I filled my urn with ashes of laughter. This court's adjourned. I found myself innocent. Heavily sedated, it's been a minute since I last checked my pulse. I see my body and I'm still in it. Beginning to reconnect my spirit with the earth. What's the worst that can happen? Crying or laughing, my entire mind is wrapped in a hazy fog. I'd shake it off, but it's stuck deep within my thoughts. A psychonaut. I've traversed planes that you cannot imagine. Stop to ask myself what happened, but I'm half in, half out. No doubt it's the route that I chose. Never really fit in, always seem to get in. Trouble and such. Past the Dutch backwood or the Philly, bro. Trying to get higher than I ever been before. Now I check my skull. Brain in constant flux. It's like I feel the need to fuck shit up. I concede. I wish my dreams were in reach, but it seems my attempts are never enough. Trying to stay in touch. Flying through a tunnel of thorns. Sometimes I feel scorned. Drawn to things that do harm to my physical form. I admit it's a trip, living in the grip of my own mind, wishing I could just take some time to realign my soul, living my best life, side by side with my wife. That's my goal.
I love it because like you're so much closer to that goal than when you wrote that, which is freaking celebrate, celebrate.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm so proud of you. I love you.
So, not only is it from the you guys heard from the first poem, not only is it my 40th birthday, but it's my 40th day sober. I went into a detox center on Mother's Day, May 11th. It is now June 21st, my 40th birthday, and I am 40 days sober. So I think I'm gonna read this poem that I wrote the first time I had ever gotten sober. Third time's the charm, right? Um, but this one's called, I used to read it every morning just to remind myself, right? God, I haven't read this in a long time. Drip, drip, sip, swig, guzzle, then chug. Those evil spirits seep into my blood, muzzles my demons, blurs my past. Go ahead, have another glass. Three more, maybe four, then swings open the door. Bottles disappear. I am floored. The muzzle comes undone. The past stumbles back in. I'm a prick to those I love, an emotional wreck from within. I know from here I'll never win. I've been fighting for this sin for so long. It's time for my body and my mind to move on. My heart and soul tells me to be strong. I got this. Happy, healthy, wealthy, wise. That is my new goal, my ultimate prize. I have the most beautiful soul right here by my side. I don't ever want to let her down. She sees it in my eyes. Sorry there, Mr. Booze, you lose. I have a true love, one so deep and strong, longer than any chug. My queen empowers me. You just devoured me. I can't say I'm mad. At times you had my back, got me through some rough shit. But in the end, it wasn't worth it. An eye for an eye, I guess. So thanks for nothing, you liquid son of a bitch. Every bottle I get my hands on will end up in a ditch. Fuck alcohol. Drip, drip.
I love that line
I
about
love you so
alcohol
much.
ending up in a ditch.
That was
That's
I'm
thank you,
so
I
Thomas.
love
proud of
that.
you.
Awesome.
We are very proud of
Yeah.
you.
It's so awesome, Thomas.
so
That's
awesome.
real shit right there. I'm so proud. Good job, man. Keep it up.
I'm
Please.
so happy to let you
Thank
guys
you for
know
sharing
that
your triumph with us.
he falls asleep around 11 and sleeps pretty soundly. Like
Congratulations
snoring and getting good
on
sleep.
40 days sober and happy birthday.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I got a request from my home girl, Whisper. I love this poem. It's so much fun to read. Um, so yeah, this is an ode to fuckery. Huckery fuckery duck. Oh, how I love the word fuck. And fuckery is even better. It begins with all our favorite letter. It's verbal mischief gone rogue. A bon mot to the next level. So many ways to linguistically bedevil. A glass or two of wine is fine, for fuckery soon is on my mind. It's a diversion divine. When to thee I do opine on the kinds of fuckery that are thine to me. Total fuckery speaks to the negative. It's a word to describe hateful imperative. When I'm pissed off and ask what's going on, what fuckery is this? Are the words I don. A friend's husband cheated and left her. So sad. The fuckery he engaged in left us beyond mad. A funny mood strikes and has us in stitches. It's fuckery that inspired us to be such awesome, badass bitches. There's so many versions of fuckery to savor, like dirty Jolly Ranchers and four-letter word flavors. Release your emotions, your fuckery burning bright. Embrace your inner fuckery and hold it tight. It's singularly awesome in its epic fuckeriness. I say I adore it, it is true. I can say no less. Your favorite word may differ from my fuckery. So, dear, just toe dip and employ it a bit from here to there. And you will see what I mean. It will all become clear that fuckery is a muckery. Raise your glass to fuckery. Here, here. Oh, I love reading that one.
Yes,
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thomas.
I can remember when that word was not allowed in our house. Remember that when you were little boys running around, two little boys saying that word. No, no, no. Now you got a poem about it. That's so funny.
Well, that was Whisper Poet's poem. I was covering it.
Thanks, man. The way you read that is so
Thank you.
you're having such fun with it, and I love that. Thank you.
And then so I guess I'll end up my set with this. Since Catalyst started with the Cyclops poem, I wrote two Cyclops poems, but I ended up combining them and tested it, and I can get it into a 3-minute slam piece. So I might do this as a slam piece. I won't have time to intro what a Cyclops poem is or anything, so maybe somebody might pick up that like, holy shit, every word in that poem was one eye and one eye only. I think it's around the two combined, I think it's around 86% unique words. You know, I had to use I and it's a few times, right? But yeah, this is Cyclops poem 1 and 2. Incandescent lights shine in thy night, pumpkin pie spice, something nice. Twice priced, iced and hellish embellished life. Live it till higher mind fires climb this hike. Strike like Jedi kind, lined wind with kites. Sign this while blind, wise girls pillow fight with delight. Their might brings beings hurling into sight, slight bit in flight, wings bright white. Write this right in fright tonight. Recite it till 30 upright polite sprites align. Refined squires, liars, deviant minds. Lift riffs. Twist wrists, pissed fists, missed, it's mystical. Is this fucking typical? Miracle visual, pinnacle trip, mythical, reciprocal, despicable, predictable, unequivocal. I sit in vermin shit, shift into unpredictable spit, wordsmith, bit his lip. I sip slick liquor, flicker into prime tribes, link with refined vibes, sicker, quicker, polite with 5 knives. Mine is whiz-quizzed, gifted, shifted, fitted, knitted fabric, drastically, radically tragic, spit magic, traffic passing. His mentality, slip gravity like sanity, profanity cavity, printed in this reality. I begin in sin, shift swiftly into brightness, politeness. Herein strictly weird riddles trickle in, tickle skin, until I spin, grin wildly, kindly in whim, swim till I mildly disappear into unsightly biomass, insect architect, unlikely intellectual dialect, minus this priceless, timeless, lifeless mind its witty hints, gritty city prints. Convince him I'm in, circumvented righteousness, viruses and alliances with science. This time lies, interconnected with insurmountable lives. Survive this dive, drive twisted I'm high, strive till I die, tie disconnected, gifted, disrespected kids in wires, griffin rider, spider coffin inspector, flies addicted, listed in higher choirs, higher liars, still drifted into brighter fires, tires spin, thin skin, pin pushing, pulling, drooling, writer in tighter damnation, translation, salvation. All right,
Yeah.
y'all. I'll end my
Psych
set
on.
there. I want to hear from the rest of y'all.
That was
Thank you
crazy,
for all the
bro.
birthday
Thank you for
wishes.
that.
I'm glad you guys enjoyed the show. Yeah.
Fuck
Yes, we love you.
yes.
Awesome.
Thomas,
Flop's
That
book.
was
I
incredible.
love you guys. This was
amazing
amazing.
set.
Thank you so much.
Great
Really
variety of
incredible,
Thanks,
Thomas.
music and
Thomas.
rap and
All the way
everything
around.
else. Colors and lights.
Yeah, I figured I would, because most of you guys heard all my poems because I read one every week, so it's like, I was like, what can I bring to the table that they haven't seen, like, so I'm glad you guys, yeah, I'm glad you guys enjoyed the show.
Yeah.
It was awesome. Happy birthday, man.
Thank you, thank you.
Happy
And happy
birthday,
summer
Tom.
solstice to everyone. It's the first day of
Yeah,
summer, longest day of the year.
and look at the moon tonight, everyone.
Oh, and
It's
it's a
supposed to be a
full moon
strawberry,
too.
Moon,
Yeah,
yeah.
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 Ow, ow.
strawberry moon. It's supposed to be gorgeous, just beautiful. We
Oh.
all can look up and see it together.
What a
Think it's
cool, yeah,
Oh, okay.
what a
We'll
cool
do that. I
day.
like that. I like that.
Awesome. All right, I'm gonna hand over to hosting to
It's
somebody
going to
else.
Ray Ray now.
Dre Ray, if you'd like to take over the show, I
There he
appreciate you, brother.
is.
Hello, hello. What's happening, everybody? Thank you for spending part of your Friday with us here at Open Minds, Open Mic. This has been one hell of a show so far. Awesome poetry all around from top to bottom. One more time, please get up for the special guest. Not the special guest, but the feature for tonight. Thomas Open Minds, the creator of this community, basically. One more time, give it up for him. Yeah.
Woohoo!
Yeah,
Right,
Thomas.
Oh
Thomas.
yeah.
awesome magic. We
Thomas,
love you.
amazing set. Wow.
Thank you for all you
Good
do.
shit.
Thank you
Thank y'all
for
again.
providing such a platform for us to gather and share our love and poetry and experiences, because I believe that sense of community is wicked important. And we see how it just brings a certain lights to all of us who show up, and to have that light, and then having that light, just having us share that light to other people. It's just a contagious thing. So thank you for starting the Open Minds movement, y'all. All right. Getting on with the rest of the show here. I'm going to be running the show for the rest of the evening. I just posted the updated list. So if there's any changes that needs to be made, whether you don't want to be on the list or you need to be bumped up, please let me know. But right now, we're going to get the second half started with myself. So I guess give it up for me.
All
Yeah,
right.
Dre
Woo.
Ray.
Oh
Push that chat
yeah.
book too,
Yay.
man. Who's coming on Saturday?
Oh,
Oh
okay.
yeah.
So we got the Slam Jam tomorrow on this very Zoom room, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're gonna have Braylon Sidekick Counts, a semi-regular in the community. He's gonna be tearing shit up. You don't want to miss his poetry. You don't want to miss his feedback if you want to, bounce some ideas on the slam list. All performance artists are welcome. This is not limited to poets, so invite your musician friends, invite your comedian friends. Let's have a let's have a jam of sorts. Have like a variety show that makes Ed Sullivan like wish that he never went into television, because we'll just crush whatever shit he has going on. Anyway, poetry. Fuck. ADD. All right. So in the spirit of Thomas's birthday, I want to make him laugh. And I think the power of laughter is great. So I'm going to read Smoky Puffs in the voice of Gilbert Gottfried. People start leaving. Hey, old kiddos! Has your breakfast become quite a bore? Good news, because fret no more. Time to wake and bake with Smoky Puffs, the hot new cereal with everyone's your favorite wildfire prevention mascot, Smokey the Bear. Yes, kids, Smokey Puffs. Kid tested, DNA approved. Kids nationwide are craving their cravings for Smoky Puffs. 100% organic, 100% safe to consume, 100% legal, and only 420 calories per bowl to keep you cruising through the bruising of everyday life. Obtain higher education like never before because you'll be baked like a cake by getting better scores on your quizzes and tests. And kids, remind your parents that they too can enjoy Smoky Puffs. It's the perfect midday treat to help you power through another week and can be part of your next hiking trail mix for your cannabis fix. Only you can prevent forest fires, and Smoky Puffs will help. Put the bowl down and grab yourself a bowl of Smoky Puffs today. Poem. Wow, so there's that shit. Oh man, that made me sweat.
That was fun. No, that was fun. I love that.
It made me hungry.
Oh
and high
man.
a little.
You're hungry, cool, because I have a poem here of a food poem about soft boiled eggs that might just quench your not quench but like satisfy your hunger here. Here we go. Soft boiled eggs, you have a way of scrambling my brains that leaves me begging for more. Let the let the vor whore I am for you because of you. Chansey has been considered to be a value Pokemon to have. I'll never go hungry when Chansey uses soft boiled. It's super effective. Imagine being able to farm and mass produce Chanseys and send them to areas of the world that need food and sustenance. That would be one way to combat world hunger if Pokemon were real, I guess. But I digress. The 8 minutes it takes to formulate your sexy ass into a roaring boil pales in comparison to the hours of laughter you'll bring to me and the comical suffering of my enemies. The way you ooze that food porn from your bodies brings out the savage in me. Oh, yeah, I'm justifiably in a position I don't rather be in, but I'd rather die of exhaustion than die of starvation. Yeah, when with that said, I've got lust in my eyes and I'm hungry. Yeah, soft boiled eggs every time we tango. You're more electrifying and satisfying than the time before. Oh, soft boiled eggs, you are more seductive than sex, dripping golden wet dreams from your insides, enticing my insides with an unrivaled hunger that dwarfs the power of entire galaxies. Yeah, there's a shiver that runs down my spine every time I pick you up and guide you into your demise. White, egg white yolk and drippage. Yeah, I close my mouth and your torment and my satisfaction begins. Oh, subportal eggs, you are the cream of the crop, yeah. And just when you thought I had enough of you, I'm not finished with you by a long shot. Yeah, step into a soft boil. Poem. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, everybody, unmute yourselves and give it up for Dre Reyes.
Let's go,
Dre.
Dre. Let's go.
I love your energy, man.
I don't know how I do it, but I do things.
You made me so hungry. Oh my God.
Oh man. All right. Thank you for having me, and we're gonna keep this open mic going. Up next, please give it up for Messiah Payne. When you're ready, my man, unmute and take it away.
Thank you, Dre. A most happy birthday to you, Thomas. You're a treasure. truly a treasure among us, all of us. And I thank you for having me every week or the weeks I do show up, and being such a gracious host and a gracious man. Beautiful. So I'd like to read two poems, and I'll get right into it. And the first is called The Story of Time. Is time's abnormal recourse imparting an allusion to inherent or elusive limitation, a cosmic tryst in the relative and abstract variables of nature's unsentimental resonance? Is time only to be grasped retrospectively, in hindsight, or retroactively, perhaps eternally, in a breakthrough of the numinous? Perhaps when we've shed the material encumbrance of time's processive delay, we will find that time was a test to ensure that our souls bore the resemblance or lesson necessary to face cosmos, not as approximation, but as an unceasing visibility of what most incites our humanity. What's waiting just beyond time's conception? Is it a fractured existential remnant that is measured by our souls, mirroring the worlds our souls garnered in time's iridescent deceit, impelled not to return to the soul source, but what we've made of it? What could time tell us about our souls and their ultimate dimension? Is time the devastation of freedom, or a tacit reminder of the soul's freedom? Is time truly relative, or an absolute relation between universal attributes? To alight generously upon eternity, time must be recognized as conceptual minutia, that while a certainty possessed of immutable interest is merely a bee fertilizing the flower that is comprehensive mind, the feature of transparency when finally the mind reveals the shape of its presence, as a lesion of existence, a dissonance in the appearances of being, life not as persuasive reason, but as infinite fertility, the unfounded blossoming of an unbounded miracle. Um, and here's the second poem. It's called Conceptual Liberation. In the flower's genesis lies the subtle morphosis of the sun's stimulated arousal, its promised fatality, gestating in the bud of the flower's universe. In the eternal, perpetually and tumultuously fermenting, the seed of decay lies embossed in the mortal conceit of the body. As humanity profers love, a god subject to rebirth inclines toward edifying beings' artificial totality. These conceptual protractions, indeed the attributes of time as silent seeming, illustrate the schism of indelible existence. For where existence truly lies, the dichotomies and excitations of laborious absolution become frail and cease to titillate infallibly. Am I me for the purpose of you being you? Are you you for the purpose of a transient God? And does the cosmos impinge to be the unnecessary fruit of treacherous synergy, infinities emancipated from time to being? In this, you and I are permissible of restorative expression, potentiality's truest sense, explorative and sacrosanct. Where being's restive interest fades is where being most elaborates authenticity. Where you are no longer the expected you, the shadow of intention, is where the self is no longer held captive by unconscious blindness. Should we let life come as the instinct to fallible imagination, where love evolves to a state repulsing conceptual attribute, where the conscious self ignites the imagination, spreading beyond distinction, and where you see, like the first soul of cosmos observing itself, the measure perhaps of what was the cosmos, the felicitous possibilities of being, forever free, in the affective boundlessness of human life, that before you know yourself or are prepared to exact the self's truth, is born in acute fragility, a passive instinct toward obtuse and impassive humanity. Thank you.
Everybody unmute yourselves, please. Give it
Yo,
up.
as always, always. Messiah. That's
That's so
so
good,
dope,
man.
man.
Wow.
Slay every
That
time.
eternal
Oh,
poetry.
Messiah.
That's that eternal flow, man.
Thank you very much, guys. And happy birthday again, Thomas.
Thanks, man. Appreciate you, brother. Love you.
Much love back at you, to Messiah. Always a pleasure to hear you spit. One more time for Messiah, everybody. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, Messiah.
Yes, yes, Messiah.
All right, stepping up to the plate now. Please give it up for Principe. When you are ready, my man, unmute and take it away.
Web of connections. And the wooden yet stable pier did a well strung together web. No eight-legged, eight-eyed phenomenon is crawling on it. Life is full of webs, web of life, web of truths, web of ideals, web of dreams. Webs linked together by silver-clad, clicking sounding baseball bats. It connects you to something else. Maybe to wealth from painted portraits, between poetic lines. Every moment in life is a cascading web. One moment leads to another. Your words are trained to your thoughts, cooking up black magic and sparking a troop of events to rise. No surprises. Like the spider web, everything is a subway of connections. So be careful, or the reverberations of your actions will bounce back. Second poem is called The Great Farther. The great undertaking is baking underneath the dragon ball. Many on earth, many on earth wish the great father would sprinkle his fatherly love on them. May I add, badminton of violence, a volley, volleying. May I add, badminton of violence is volleying itself across the longitudes and latitudes of the world, made by his hands. Each strand of DNA holding the great father is evidence that he is real. We are the cane on the earth. God, the great father, is disappointed. Do we deserve to be obliterated? Maybe so. I know for sure that those two are anchored to their squalor lives. The rich going to eat. May God, the great father, clear the one way. No flood, this settle buckets of love on our chakras. Kamehameha. Towering walnut-colored wooden bird stools, cluster of chirping nature singers. In the dawning of the hour, perched high on the stools, embroidering the sky, the sheet of orange sherbet, beating down so fierce, not enough to pierce the human skin. I wrapped in euphoria, my eyes saw love in this utopia. The glittering Kamehameha struck my youthful skin. I can feel the inner working, vibrating rivers of joy, just sinking me deeper in the moment like a submarine. In mystic sequence, I winced at a glorious enigma, silhouetted flyers rest under the sun. I got anime eyes watching this orange-dyed sky drop low in the ground. And I'll read one more. This one is called Wayward woman, wayward woman, cling to my name. Wayward woman, cling to my name, to her tongue. The sound of nature is her voice, peaceful and loving. Her persistence is one of love. Now you hit those corner pockets between. Now you hit the corner pockets between her brick house vibes. It shows her. It shows his royalty. I mean, he shows his royalty. He shows his royalty. It glimmers. It is glimmer. It makes her a songstress. Her corner pocket makes her. Her corner pocket makes splashing sounds. He took it. Took it to Pound Town. In bed, he altered the altar where he blesses her. At every grasping breath, she does exorcist dance moves with her eyes. There are two synchronized swimmers, two wild things, falling into more and more. With adoring stares, their lips smack together. Back in her white butter, he drops vanilla seedings. Bullets fall from their faces. She lays on him and kissed his sweet lips. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Everybody, please unmute yourselves and give it up for Principe, everybody. Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for
Love
reading that
it.
third
Great,
piece too. That
great
was
read,
hot.
Great
Awesome.
read. Thank you.
The first couple really got me traveling all over the place. Like I could feel so much movement in my mind. And then the last one, I just love your love poems. They're so hot.
I want to watch Dragon Ball Z now. Just hearing some references. I'm like, yeah, that sounds good right about now. So thank you for inspiring me to want to check out Dragon Ball later on. One more time, please give it up for Principe, everybody.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Principe.
love it.
All right, Prince P.
All right, we're gonna get into the meat and potatoes of this. This is exciting. Stepping up to the plate now, please give it up for a man whose poetry is certified to cut diamonds. Give it up for Nemo Soon. Unmute and take it away.
Go, Nemo. Let's go.
Real quick, to change the subject for a moment. I have not had any updates on the Megas. Today, I'll be calling or checking in tomorrow morning to see how he's doing. I assume that no news is good news at this point. I'm going to go ahead and put his GoFundMe in on there if you haven't had a chance to look at it. So I certainly miss him. We miss him. So, Thomas, I wanted to say happy birthday and that you inspire me as a host in how you create space, how you and Catalyst have created this amazing space that has built an amazing community, a family of people here. And it's been incredible to be part of it. Thank you. And you also inspire me as a poet. Your wordplay, how willing you are to just throw yourself into it and be fearless, inspires me to play around a little bit more. So I really appreciate that. So I am going to read one of my longer pieces that I don't tend to read, but is certainly me at my most playful. So I hope you enjoy this, Thomas. Oboe rowboat potato salad sandwich. Tomato, banana, hamster in a cabbage. big fellow, rubella, rabbi, and a hand bite, firecracker, walrus tracker, chocolate-covered espresso beans. Schnickel Fritz, penguin lips, angry newts withhold their answer. Samurai, pumpkin pie, are those monkeys in the sky? Edward Teach, Rapid Peach, your dinner guests were not invited. Snaggletooth, Supple Sleuth, Noodle Kangaroo. You see, cheese doodle, standard poodle, crackers, and a slow pitch. Crocodile, domicile, mud huts by an old hutch. Wacky tobacco, where are the good lackeys? No one is inside my shoe. Submarine, guillotine, whatever will I do? Bubblegum on my thumb, this is a pleasant Tuesday. Ukulele, private navy, skipping on a sidewalk. Understanding, bumpy landing, being upside down. Railroad, data node, information superhighway. You see, you have to understand, donut hole, casserole, khaki slacks, and rubber sneakers. Garbanzo beans, giant screens, grandpa's inside out. Figgy pudding, where you heading? I'll be over here. Velociraptor, car adapter, disestablishmentarianism. Petrol pump, heffalump, there's spiders in the dandelions. Silly strumpet, lumpy crumpet, angry, tepid trees. Public speaker, half-filled beaker, your answers under there. Call me crazy, pluck my daisy, salt this underwear. What I'm trying to say is, broken rhino, green albino, you'll need to put the nozzle down. Unrelenting bugs inventing will forage on our knees. Studebaker, taffy maker, soft like kittens' mittens. Coriander, new belt sander, howl like a lizard wizard. Dark matters, love scatters, hearts in dervish twirls. Music box, money talks, I have your husband in my pants. Leaf litter, death critter, bring your longships up the shore. Surfboard, marked and scored, falling sadly in the winds. You'll have to forgive me for saying, waxy bloom, silver moon, wobbly little elf. Single slice, good advice, dappled summer's shadow. Dean of students, home improvements, consubstantiality. Pork and biscuits, you can kiss it, queen of hospitality. Creme de mint, succulent, apple dumpling gang. Squeaky hinge, crooked fringe, big bombastic bang. Snicker snack, lumberjack, lightning in the pie. Raven fingers, kinda lingers. Where did my manners go? This may come as a surprise, but aspirations, penetration, there's holes inside your cargo pants. Zombie brain goes jalapenos, discombobulation. How hovercraft, Howard Taft, the thick are taking over. Underscore, umbrella store, there's something in the stroller. Tonic water, toxic blotter, whose ink is in this squid? Lily pad, Galahad, who ate the katydid? Cicada killer, errant miller, no vorpal blade will help you now. The slivy toves have gone out grave, and so returns the Jabberwock.
Yeah. That reminded me of the nonsense artist poem, man. I love it. Thanks for going there and being brave and just writing, dude. That was so cool, man. I love it.
Everybody unmute yourselves and please give it up for our Nemo Soom, everybody. Yeah.
Nemo. Woo!
Thank you
Yes,
for reading that.
Nemo. Oh, good to see
That's
you.
so much fun. I love it.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah.
All right, Nemo.
Before we go on with the rest of the open mic, I just want to have a brief announcement here. If I could direct your attention to the meeting chats, if this will be an opportunity for you to maybe give Thomas Open Minds a little birthday gift. Information on how to do that is listed in the chats. You could do it through PayPal or through Cash App. And yeah, any form of love is a good form of love, I'd say.
Any
Now,
hugs can be directed towards me, and I will make sure they're processed as soon as possible.
all right. One more time, give it for Nemo. So.
Nemo!
Yeah, Nemo. Brr, brr.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you for the
Thank you.
Now,
update. I really
continue
appreciate
that
it.
energy as we buckle up and go into the skiff verse. Up next, Paul Skiff. When you're
Let's go,
ready, my man,
Paul.
unmute and take us away.
Oh, thanks. I think I could share the screen. I just want to play a sound clip. My voice is kind of messed up today from a cold, so see if
Be
I
able
can.
to.
Okay. And Thomas, happy birthday. And Thomas, Catalyst, and Dre, thanks for all the work you do to make this place. Pardon my appearance. I was just looking for a better way to organize my appearance and feel more compatible to the internet. So let me see if I can share this. Share sound. Yes. Stereo. Yes. Get to the file. So this is a poem done with musicians who are improvising, and it's King Luck doing beatboxing and vocal electrics. It's Huey Cox guitar, George Gray drums, Gary Richardson bass, mixing by Sandra Grassi, and mastering by Hugo Dwyer. So let's see if I can set this off. It's about 6 minutes. And here we go.
TV threw itself up out of me. Its mental illness tasted like 40 years. Anorexic voices in people's heads count holidays. Thirsty for adolescent dreams. Kmart discounts favors from the president. America's 15 million starving children sing out the refund policy. Your bank account's thumb is caught in the sliding door. Outside, 6-cylinder engines grope the lawn. The voting booth deals out fates, pistol whipped by men who rhyme the word slave with your DNA. Congratulations for being born on Earth. This spank is from the American government. The Holy clown suit off, your hormones, you will be free from the hour of obsolete celebrity, a monopoly pierced only by illegal use of thought, unsheathed from digital skin that exports another youth junk culture god who cost us a machine gun factory. Your culture. Your culture fails. Your culture fails to pretend, pretend our fulfillment. Still, I celebrate life. 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 Even if humans destroy themselves. Still, I celebrate life. 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 Even if the only thing earned is your ridicule babbled by a cartoon mouse. You can be laughing senators, but how 20th century of you? You can be laughing senators, but this is a popular song.
That's it. Thanks for your listening.
Fuck yeah, Paul. That was dope, man. And I love what you're wearing, man. I can't get over that. Shit's cool, man.
Everybody, unmute yourselves. Show some love for Paul Skiff, everybody. Oh, wow.
Paul, that was amazing.
Well, yes.
I finally figured out
The way the
where
music goes with your voice. Oh, it's just incredible.
Out of body experience.
I finally figured out, Paul, whose voice reminds me of yours, and it's Fred Schneider. Has anybody ever told you that before?
No.
I freaking love the B-52s, and I just finally I honed in on them. Like, yes, so dope.
That rings true to me. Well,
and
this
I'm
was
still disappointed that I didn't get to see you when I was in New York. So next time.
there's
I
not
get very
much to
strong
see.
Maynard vibes.
This was just thanks everybody, and Thomas, many more birthdays to come, I hope. My thoughts have been so much with Gustav lately, so I'm really pulling for him. He's got a long road to go, so just thinking about him a lot here tonight. And like so much of my creativity, it grows out of what I get taught by all the people close about. And he's definitely among all of you, one of the people whose spirit has boosted me every day. So thanks. Let's get on with the show.
With that said, thank you again, Paul, for doing what you do, and we thank you for it, definitely. Okay, moving on with the rest of the show now. Stepping up to the plate now, please give it up for Terry Rose Jertson, everybody. When you are ready, unmute and take it away.
Hi, I just wrote a piece on Snoo Shit. If you want to read it, it's me to read it. It's about masturbation.
Let's go.
Fuck yeah.
Not really on. It's not really on topic, but I'll read it. This was not musical masturbation. I know because in my younger days, I dated many a musical magician, men who were masters at disappearing and reappearing somewhere else with no explanation. This was not masturbation at all. It was smoke and mirrors. Because if you can't impress with your intelligence, then you got no choice but to baffle them with the bullshit. Just tell a story and stick to it no matter what. There was nobody knocking on the door calling after you. That glitter I found on your crotch while giving you a blowjob really wasn't there. The girl I saw you promenading down the concourse. Uh-oh. Did I lose you guys?
No, we can hear you, babe.
Oh, okay. I just lost the window. I thought you were gone. Okay. The girl I saw you promenading down the concourse was nobody who I needed to know. And so the story goes, this was not masturbation at all. And then I have one I wrote about the Rolling Stones, a concert I went to recently. Or I have one about chair therapy. So which one, chair therapy or Rolling Stones?
Rolling Stones. It's
I
Friday
second it,
night.
yeah.
Yeah, rock and roll.
Okay, here we go. Goodbye, Ruby Tuesday. Who can hang a name on you? What does that even mean? I don't know, but it doesn't matter. They don't even know. But it could be about the iconic line to catch your dreams before they slip away. Or it could be psychobabble and some of the pieces did not make it through the politically correct meter, but in the end, it's only rock and roll and I like it, yes I do. The confusion and the mishearing of the lyrics is universal and acceptable when contorted out of shape from the infamous lips logo of the lead singer. The first time ever to see this fucking iconic band, because how could they not be? They've been at it longer than my life. I can talk about my age in dog years now. I am 9, people. Younger people struggle to recognize their music. The Rolling Stones, never heard of them. Sacrilege, which is understandable. The musical pause skipped a generation. Perhaps that's what happened to them, growing up with no Stones. They really could have used. But I digress. Out with the old and in with the new, I mean old. Everything comes back again, even when it's ugly, like fashion and Trump. The oldest rock and roll group still performing, and no worse for the wear with a new album and touring with a show that the children didn't know that they had been waiting decades for. But let me pose a question. How many times when at a concert or an event is it acceptable to make a whole row stand up and get out of the way for the 10th trip to the bathroom or food stand or drug dealer? Shouldn't everyone take care of this before the show starts? Is there no common courtesy? One guy even plowed over me when I didn't move fast enough out of his way back to his seat. This was making it miserable for everybody. Please, that don't know the rules are welcome to stay home and catch it on YouTube. While I'm making a reel for IG, you can hear the exact place where I lost it. A voice in the says, "Hey, buddy, I'm trying to watch a show over here." And poem.
Everybody, please give it up for
Yeah,
Terry,
Terry.
Love
everybody.
it, Terry. That was awesome.
Terry, I loved it. I loved it.
Finally get to hear that Rolling Stones poem.
I'm
Because I
wondering
heard it.
if that conversation we had in your car had an effect on you.
One more time, please, give for Terry. That was cool.
Thank you. Yeah. I'm not sure. No, I think I wrote the poem before New York.
Okay.
Happy birthday, Thomas.
Oh, the masturbation poem. I get it. Yeah, this was a private conversation.
Oh, well, I guess we actually put a little spotlight on it, but we're moving on from that. All right, up next, please give it up for Angela. When you are ready, please unmute and take it away.
Right. Thank you for letting me be here, letting me read, letting me share the love with you guys. I don't know if I want to follow the masturbation poem, but I will. I came in with to watch CC Asharga a couple weeks ago, and then I haven't been able to come back. I didn't know it was Thomas's birthday, but it fits because I wrote this poem after being in that and just listening to you all and feeling your love. So this is the poem that, in a way, I did write for Thomas because it was from that one. And it's a high bun, dropping it, or I forgot the point. It begins with a drop of blood, of water, of tear, of ink, of wine, of kindness, of love, and we sink into whatever that drowns us, be it anchored in pain, or heavenly singing and tiresome refrain, or oceans of weeping, or bathtubs of blood, and we flow from our veins, from our brains, from the mud, across nameless seas and out of the frame until nobody remembers our name, and we are everything and nothing, both as the same. And it ends with a drop. When nothing is sacred, then everything is, and whatever is yours can be mine and be his. And when we drop bias burdens and divisions and live with no more expectations than what we can give, then we all become holy together. Close the rift and open your eyes. We are one and the same. 3 millimeters of skin is not a reason to blame. Like the birds in the sky, we fly out of the frame until nobody remembers our name, and we are everything and nothing, both as the same. In the flow of time, none of this really matters. We can just drop it. And that's it. Thank you guys for letting me be here.
Thank you for that. That was amazing.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm
happy
so
birthday,
glad that you
Thomas.
walked away inspired enough to write such an amazing piece. I really appreciate that.
Thank you. Well, you guys are inspiring. That's all the love that you have in this open mic.
I want to feel like I heard a little bit of Thomas's rhythm and flow in that. Beautiful piece.
Thank you.
Thank you, Angela, for sharing your love and your perspective. And it's flattering to be part of a community that inspires, and to be, hearing that and just like, it's hard to like not get teary-eyed for a moment. It's awesome when we're all in this together and we're just producing such basically like magic here on this digital platform. To think that this is possible now, to do this worldwide in the comfort of our own home, it's mind-boggling, but I'm very thankful for this, and I'm very thankful for all y'all, and I'm very thankful for Thomas. Thank you again. Happy birthday, my man. Okay. Moving on with the show here, we have 5 or 6 poets to go. Right now, please give it up for the host of Heart of the Artist every Tuesdays at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at this very Zoom room. Give it up for Whisper Poet. Unmute.
Thank you, guys.
Take it away.
Okay, we got to get serious here now. Thomas, I just want to take a minute to just praise and preach on you a little bit. Collaborating with you and Catalyst has been so amazing. And I don't know if you remember this, but right before the very first episode of Heart of the Artist, like literally before we were about to go on air, I think, I remember going to you and saying, I have no plan because I haven't been able to talk to Debbie. And so I'm just going to wing it. And I hope it's good. And you were like, yeah, man, it's going to be dope. Whatever. Don't worry about it. And you gave me space because I was so worried about it not being good enough to represent you guys. And I'm just so freaking proud of what we have created together.
I'm
Thank you
so
for
proud
that.
of you. I honestly think it's like one of my favorite shows that we produce. Like it's such an important show. It's such an informative, educational, empowering. Like it's just what you've done and that idea you came up with. Like I feel proud uh to be able to facilitate that for you. You know, it's just such a wonderful thing you do.
And I'm sorry that C is not in the room at the moment. C Santos is our guest this coming Tuesday, and her show will be the final show in this first 6 months. And then the next one after that is going to be the reunion show, which hopefully should be absolutely delightful mayhem because we're going to have every single guest. And Terry and Marianne, I hope you guys can be there for that. Just so much fun, so amazing. And just thank you for giving space. You're such a creative dude. You're so open. You're so just open-hearted to whatever comes. And I love it, man. So thanks. So first poem, I have a new piece. And let's see. This is called The Way of the Heart. Is there an age where we can say now is the time that I understand the way of a heart? For surely I have not yet landed upon that shore. And even though I am long grown and far beyond the age where dreams of passion make sense in my life, far beyond the point when fevered fantasies can actually become reality, my rebel heart chooses to color outside the lines of good sense and adult responsibility. Why must I paint my life in white when I yearn so for colors saturated, burning and sparkling, made from champagne and blood and the rush of an impetuous kiss? Why shouldn't I dance under moonlight and fall into shadowed craters filled with velvet pillows of infatuation and sensual bliss? Why shouldn't I infuse myself with that intoxicating libation called love? Perhaps I would if I knew where it resides. It is clever at hiding, and it always requires a password and a skeleton key. Even when you think you have the requisite clearances, it can float away or disappear like a ghost in a pinball machine, refusing to light up the jackpot while I bump and bang and shape the track of that ball through the obstacles like performance art. I tilt. And therein lies my argument from the start. You cannot go seeking that which you cannot clearly define. And so I must wait in perfect impatience and resentful compliance for the moment love arrives. We will adorn ourselves in scarlet glitter, drink the mead of fascination, and sip the rich wine of lust. Call the financial planner to execute the trade to buy stock in Valentine's, then make gifts of self to each other and print the t-shirts with directional arrows and text that says mine and thine, become students of the muse of love, write sonnets to please its hubris, and dangle rabbit's feet from keychains to ensure love stays. For I do not believe I will ever reach the age where I understand the way of a heart. And next piece, honey and rose quartz. I am crystallized honey and rose quartz, dancing from tip to tip on my cardinal points. The path in my garden of truth is soft. I walk on angel wings and cherub's breath, dancing under starlight. I am cinnamon and cocoa with coffee, black at midnight. I am a single droplet and the ocean where you will drown. Eve's daughter, puddle jumping through wormholes, floating away for too damn long. Now I'm Burger Queen, bending light my way. I just ground chili peppers into cosmic dust, snorted that shit Pacino style, vibing to my own highest. It's nirvana or bust. You may skip to my loo, my darling, because I'm a live wire, the third rail, a shooting star. I'm your holy grail at night in desert air mixed with marshmallow fluff. 2 licks are a kick to your head. Eat it or wear it. Just don't ask how much sugar is in it. The Surgeon General declared me a level 1 risk to your health, and I keep on ticking, so you best mind the boom, because I might be a Cat 5 teapot, a tsunami rainbow wave of inspiration in my mama's antique brass jam pot. Taste the breeze of my passing, but don't burn your mouth. That pepper is hot, and so is my hand of power. When I touch your third eye, you will know. Use it well. Be all that you are and nothing you're not. I'm 3/4 to the third power, still here. And if 25 was the goal, I might cry for a second or two into your beer, but I have too much to do to cry over spilled rainbows. And so I just wanted you to know how good I am. Hit the rim, took a charge, grabbed my own rebound, and flew to the edge of the stars to receive what the divine wanted me to know. That blessings abound and we are all connected. Yes, I see that road fork coming. I've been birthing self-portraits and finger paints made of blood and oils, and I'm ready to lead and be led by my heart and my mind. They're arm wrestling for the ultimate prize of my destiny. No idea who's winning. I turned down the volume, but if you're a betting man, I'd say lay odds on my heart. Someone tried to cut it out, but I said, fuck that. You don't get to have that part of me anymore. Feels so good to belong to me, myself, and I in the hot tub of the universe, snorkeling in stardust. Take my hand and feel the sparks that ignite my blood. The universe has claimed me for its own. So buckle up, Buttercup, if you want to watch me fly. I got 4 on the floor and nitrous on my broom, and it's going to be a hell of a ride. Oh.
I love that piece. Yeah.
Everybody, unmute yourselves.
Happy birthday,
Show
Tom.
some love for Whisper
Thank you.
Poet.
Whisper.
Whisper.
Oh, that was beautiful. Thank you.
Yeah.
Wow.
Thank you so much. And I love the show. I have not missed any of the YouTube. I've watched them all. I love your show.
You know what? It was
so
the original intention was for you to be a part of that. Remember?
Oh.
Yeah,
The
we
original
originally was
intention.
gonna have you as part of it to offer your wisdom and kind of guidance, and you were gonna be part. Remember, I had brought it up to you at the time, and your health wasn't doing so good. So, at any
Yeah, I've been
time,
through a
if
lot.
you're feeling better, at any time, you
Well,
can join in because it was
I
always
just
intended for it to be you, Jess, and Whisper.
I'm at
So,
that level where I'm getting better.
yeah.
But
Well,
I
you look
just got my
great. So,
jacuzzi. I know. I just got my jacuzzi. I just went on vacation and went down a slide.
yeah, that's awesome.
Maybe if you want to jump on Mike for the reunion show, that would
Oh,
be
that would be
great.
cool.
Yes. Okay. I can do that. I can do that.
Yes.
Marianne, your show was unbelievable. Oh, I loved it so much. I mean, you guys are just so good. Whisper Poet. I mean, come
All
on.
things to whisper.
It fits like a glove. I mean, you are so good in that.
Yeah, I
I
always say
love it.
she's like Oprah level
I
interview styles,
know. I
like
mean, it's just perfect. She just
because she
knows how
asks
to
the
do it.
perfect questions that don't
Uh-huh.
really elicit a super long-winded response, but opens
No.
up different avenues to travel down as well. And it's
Everyone
just,
opening up. It is
it's so
beautiful.
cool, man. She's so
Guys,
good.
guys, it's not me. I'm just vibing with the people on the show. Marianne, Terry, Like I'm just
Yeah, they
vibing
want
with
Well, it
you.
takes a
to
pretty
It's
cool
all
person
great.
to vibe with those
feel, they
people
want
too.
to
So,
give,
you
and
know,
you,
it is you too. You know.
it's
Those people,
beautiful.
hey,
Keep me lit.
What do you mean, those people?
hey now.
You wonderfully beautiful and strong, powerful women who I adore.
And you know what? I got to just take one
Think that,
second to freaking
Thomas.
brag on Terry. Terry drove 4 freaking hours to hang out with Jane and me. Then
Uh-huh.
we went and did open mic. Then we went to get gas. And then she took me to my hotel and then drove home. She's
Oh
a
my goodness.
freaking boss. I love you,
Oh
Terry.
my
You're above and beyond all the
Look,
way, man.
yeah, the first night I met Terry, it was Terry and Chance Song came in, and the show ended, and I think we stayed till like 2 a.m. uh, Mountain Time, which is, like 4 a.m. her time. And my wife finally said, You need to keep it down out here. I'm trying to I'm trying to sleep." But me and Terry just like clicked from day one. It was the first time I think I ever like stayed in a show that long. It was great.
Well, we were on pretty late with Dre Ray that one night. Oh, we were having so much fun. I go to bed at 10 o'clock every night. It's like that was the first time in years that I remember staying up past midnight. And it was Dre Ray. I don't know, you were funny that night. You were just right on. I was having a blast.
Well, and New Year's.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, New
Okay.
Year's is fun.
Yeah.
All right. One more time, please give up for Whisper Poets.
Whisper.
Oh,
With a
Whisper.
voice as
Love
smooth as
you.
honey.
It is.
All right. Here we go. Looks like we're down to potentially our last three, assuming that Jeff Taylor won't be able to bounce back in. So with that said, please give it up for Marianne Teft stepping up to the plate now. Unmute and take it away when you're ready.
Let's go, full moon fire lady.
Exactly. Thank you so much, Dre. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much, Thomas, for having a birthday, fellow Moonchild. So happy to be here tonight. I would love to, first of all, add my congratulations to you. On a personal note, my congratulations for your 40 days. May it be 41, 42, and endless, timeless. We are all behind you in that fight of your life. Congratulations to you. I'd also like to thank you and Catalyst tonight for being absolutely unrelentingly supportive and behind me and my daughter this new year during our time of need. And we are so happy to celebrate with you tonight. I'd also like to thank you, as others have done along the line, for putting together a really wonderful slate of programs. I had the pleasure the other Saturday afternoon, the first time of dropping in on Dre's show, and enjoyed that particular energy so much. It was so sensitive to uh, the particular poems that were being read, and the critique was so useful. It was very, very interesting for me. I've tuned in on Gustav's show from the beginning. I love that protocol of cover one, share one, and I've got to hear so much wonderful poetry from so many friends and colleagues in the Zoomverse, and that really has brought people together. I had the great privilege of being interviewed by Whisper earlier this year. Whisper, you really are a tremendous interviewer indeed, and that makes the enormous difference in your show. It's really splendid. And particularly last week, I've enjoyed so many of the shows and my own opportunity to chat with you. But your show with Mona Zamfarescu was very, very good, really top drawer, and I loved it a lot. And of course, here we are on our Friday nights. So thank you, Thomas, so much for everything that you and Catalyst do. And I have just one small piece, but I was inspired a little earlier to look it up because of Catalyst's unicorn poems. This is not a unicorn poem, but it has at least the inspiration of the long eye. And it's called Silent Dawn. I listen to the silent dawn that sighs with the promise of hope. Through the night, words flow across the chalkboard of my mind, where tears sometimes efface their message in a world less and less kind, and the voices of good are hard to find among those who stream loud and dangerous noise. You sleep still in the silence. Your arm shields my body lightly, your hand like a fan between my breasts, where I need make only the slightest move to weave your cool fingers among mine. In a mild breeze that is ours alone, I listen to the wind chime. Thank you so much for making birthday today. I'm happy to be here with you.
Thank you so much for being here. I love you.
Thank you. Thank you. Once again, please give it up for Marianne Teft, everybody.
Great, Marianne.
Marianne.
All right.
Marianne,
Amazing.
That was so beautiful,
thank
Marianne.
you
Yeah, Marianne.
so much for that. What a birthday, Thomas.
All right. One more time. Give it up for Marianne. I'm just double checking. And looks like we have just one more poet in tonight's open mic. With that said, please give it up for Dr. Faison.
Doctor.
When you're
The
ready,
doctor's
unmute
in the
and take it
house.
away.
Hey guys. It's great to see you guys. All right, so yeah, I just have a couple of poems. Yeah, this one is, I guess, still untitled, but I'm just gonna go for it. I woke up in my skin because the summer nights sit hot and heavy on my chest. It's hard to believe that I can move on into safety. I would like to change the world and in the process change myself, but I cannot change anything all at once. I like to try, one soul at a time. I'm already lost, with or without my family. As I watch your eyes in the glimmering dark, I see a tender ivory moon exponentially shrinking as she hurtles towards our hands. I see ripples of holy water once swallowed hot and cursed, baptized in trust. I see the worlds teeming inside your cosmos. I see the first day of the rest of my life. I see the expansive wings of purifying fire. I see the dawn crowning into your mouth. I see a miracle, the shape of your soul. I see crystals humming in tune with the pulse of the divine. I see the truth of who I am in you. The body bends to absorb the shock of knowing. I am already lost, with or without you, hurtling through the tunnels of promises. It's hard to believe I can move on into safety. I am already lost before I take a step into darkness, lighting only the space that embraces my wandering. It's hard to believe I can see anything at all, making choices in a labyrinth of wasted time, lighting only the gas that was kindled beyond my reach. You lost me the moment you found your untrue self, making choices by your shadow's utter lack of discomfort. The body bent against your whim finds refuge only in ash. So yeah, that was that. Um, and okay, yeah, and I have another poem for you guys. Um, yeah, this one is called Burn. Breathe deep, breathe slow. The gong illuminates the twilight of your tranquility. Look upon the waves lapping at your feet, the diamond dust of sand-toad skin, as the moonlight plays elongating melodies over your eyelids. Imagine there's a thread running through the base of your skull, down your neck, down your spine. Feel it full taut as you sit up alert, perched upon this moment, ready, with your feet planted on the floor, the shoulders width apart. Yes, listen to your body as it speaks of your silence. It wants you, steady as snow. It wants you pushed to the edge of the world, with your feet dangling as the darkness slaps souls and waves of laughter. And as you breathe deep, the light pours into your bones. If you look down, you'll see the neon of your ribcage pulsing out a beat. And somehow, the waves of music have buried you within. Inside the breathing of the world, swallowed whole, you emerge, guzzling the sweetness of mangoes, and fresh blooming stars splatter their milk in their own way. A galaxy blossoms within this space you call the emptiness inside, the numbness, fear of loss and anticipated grief. My friend, you are still breathing. Don't forget to let go. Don't forget tomorrow bleeds for you like the fire inside an unlit match. How this light grows within your hibernating midnight. I'm holding tight this ocean of you. Where once lost at sea, we find this island of your truth, where you always knew the way home by the breeze. You breathe deep daily and again as you settle in to your quiet flesh. My love, dream for me, please, as you sleep, waking as I write this, dreaming of you at utter peace. I feel so close. I'm close, but you're the cigar, cherry red sun lit upon my horizon.
Everybody,
God damn,
please
Faison.
unmute. Give it up for Dr. Faison, everybody.
Your delivery
Oh,
is
Yes.
Love
Oh, thank you
it.
for that. That
That
was
was
awesome.
amazing.
Oh
I
yeah.
want a
Very
bouquet
cool
of fresh
voice
blooming
too.
stars. Yes.
I want you to narrate my life. You have such an amazing voice. Like, I can imagine you just narrating me, I don't know, doing my morning routine. And now,
Right.
the cascading shower descends upon his naked body. Like, I don't know. Like, you
Yeah, well,
have
he
a way
has
of
that
making
Beautifully
words
voice
done.
sound
too.
amazing. And
Well, what
I
I've
love your
observed
poetry
is
too.
he uses this voice that like crawls like down your spine, like into your nervous, like it bypasses your
It's
ears
so
and your
good.
brain completely and gets like right into the root of you,
Yeah, it just
like
gets to like your tailbone, like this to the
yeah,
root of it,
man.
and then
Yeah.
just kind
I
of
don't
yanks
have
you up.
balls. I don't have balls, but if I did, I think he'd get me like right up under the balls.
Right in the subclavicular region.
Yeah, it's this
Right in the
voice that
gooch.
sounds like it's being spoken inside your own head.
Yeah,
It's
Yeah.
right.
Exactly.
Nailed it.
My God, you guys are so kind. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you for that.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
man.
Thank you for what you do, man. One more time, give it for Dr. Faison for that.
Let's
Yeah,
go, Dr.
doctor.
Faison.
Woohoo!
And based on what I'm seeing here, that concludes tonight's open mic recording. So, with that said, one more time, give it up for everybody who has stepped up on this platform tonight to share a piece of themselves with the world here at Open Minds Open Mic. One more time, shout outs to Thomas Open Minds, not only being his birthday and all, but just being pretty much the founding figure of this platform and the community that we have created. Um, Thank you again, man. And with
It's
that
been my
said, the
pleasure,
next
man.
and with that said, please keep the Magus in our
Yeah.
thoughts, prayers, best wishes. He needs every little bit of energy at this point because he needs us more than ever. We're pretty much looking at
He's
dire
brought us
straits
so
here.
much magic. We need to bring that magic and that healing energy and that power to him and
And
that
we
strength.
can do it. Look
Yeah,
at
we've
look at
done it.
Marianne,
Yeah.
her daughter. I mean, we did good, and we can do it again. It's just in
And
your
that
heart and your
that
energy.
Monday Chaos Night
And
show
we
was
love Vegas so
insane. It
much.
was so great, man. And he was able to show up for it. And
I know, and
it
I
was
had to
such a
go.
wonderful
Oh,
show.
Thomas, I have a phrase for you. You are the founding father of this fierce and friendly firmament.
I can't take credit though, because my wife's the one that told me I had to do it.
Well,
Because I
she's the
went
queen
to it.
mother. Come on now.
Yeah,
Come
yeah.
on.
I went to an open mic and she just loved how I felt that. She's like, you need to do this every Friday. And
yeah.
then I just have been doing it every Friday since.
I got to
Well,
brag
Thomas,
on
I
Catalyst
watched
too.
you
Catalyst is
blossom.
sunshine.
Yeah, he's just grown and blossomed and into a beautiful man. I love you. Happy birthday.
I love you too,
His
Mama.
hair's getting longer than mine, guys. He's doing so good. I don't know how
He
he
is.
does it.
And
I'm
to
so
quick
impressed.
and to quickly
It's the
wrap this up,
heart.
sorry.
Peace out, y'all. Thanks for visiting Open Minds. Happy summer solstice. We love you. Come back next
Go look at the
Friday.
moon. Go watch the moon,
Everybody
everyone. Go
go
out.
look at the moon. Give
Look
it
at
out
the
a big
moon.
howl. Ooh.
See you
Happy
tomorrow.
birthday, Thomas.
Thanks, man.
Happy birthday.
I love that. Yeah. Slam Jam tomorrow. Woo!
Yes.
Night, Mary Ellen.
5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, same Zoom room. Let's do it live. Let's
do
have fun.
it. Slam Jam, baby.
And thank you for again spending a piece of your time with us here, because the more the merrier. And I just feel like I don't know, the energy is contagious with every show that we do. Every room, every event is different, so it's just I don't know, it's just a really fun experience every time. And it takes a lot to make a stew, and we all have our own ingredients, and we create something special every time. So again, thank you. Thank you all.
Thanks for being part of this, too. We love y'all.
Thursday.
I'm gonna go celebrate my birthday.
Happy birthday.
Good night, Thomas.
Good night, man. I love
Good
y'all.
Night. Peace.
Bye. Love you, dude. Later.